sensitizing constituents to the realities of COVID-19. We are more concerned about our citizens than we would be about anything else regarding this election. I mean, so we have all the time available to constituents masks, and we will make sure we have sufficient on the day. We also have persons with alcohol to assist with ensuring that the sanitizing is done. But even so, we have been putting on the doors and moving through communities, just information to allow them to be sensitized to all the best practices that they need to do to protect themselves and their families as they move out. We encourage them, however, to ensure that they do turn out. We, our workers, our runners, our cluster managers will be working with them in batches to ensure that the smooth flow happens and that social distance is maintained as we work with EOG to ensure that they're able to exercise their right. The People's National Party will be taking the reins of Eastern St. Andrew on September 3rd, and so we are going to make sure that our citizens get to the polls, that we keep them safe and get them home safely as well.
All right, thank you. I hear your confidence, Ms. Phillips. Congratulations on being duly nominated. Now, the St. Andrew Eastern seat is one of those marginal seats. The incumbent candidate only won by 157 votes in the last
61, yes.
161 votes in the last general election. Is this because of the minimal number by which you won last time? Is which on which your confidence is based?
Absolutely not. The truth is that even as a resident of Eastern St. Andrew, we are a dynamic constituency. I know for media and persons who consider themselves political pundits, they refer to it as marginal. Eastern St. Andrew is one of those constituencies that vote on issues, vote on performance, and that is why they have always continued to shuffle the deck, because we demand service delivery from those who we put in office. And that is why come September 3rd, we will be changing the guard over to the People's National Party. And so if you're asking me about numbers, the fact is that the people will be holding me to the same yardstick as they would have the person who is on her way out. And so, no, I'm not banking on those numbers. I'm banking on the frustration of the people of Eastern St. Andrew with low performance, no support whatsoever from who we have elected, and no investment in the infrastructure, social, economic, or even the average development of our people. And so that is the basis on which the people will be coming out to send a signal that we will not accept leadership, regardless of political party, that has not served us well.
Dr. Peter Phillips, according to the polls, is trailing behind Andrew Holness, according to public opinion polls.
Yes.
One done by Don Anderson, one done by Bill Johnson, and also the latest one, the Nationwide News Blue Dot polls.
Yes.
Are you concerned that Dr. Peter Phillips may not make it at the end of this race?
I'm no more concerned than when pundits and pollsters would have predicted on the elections in the United States, when they also predicted right here in Jamaica when Comrade Portia Simpson Miller was actually going up against Andrew Holness, and you know what the results were then. So I'm no more concerned. I trust the people of Jamaica. It is not true that we're not concerned about corruption. We will never accept the normalizing of corruption. That is something that will be driving the people to the polls. The brazenness, the arrogance, all of that. Polls are a snapshot in time, and so we don't disregard them. We use them as a basis to redouble our efforts to ensure that the citizens understand that we are moving forward, we've heard them, and we are going to ensure that we serve them based on their expectation levels.
Okay, if you win on September 3.
No, when
on September 3, what are some of the changes you will be bringing to St. Andrew?
To Eastern St. Andrew. Okay, so even from polls you mentioned and even from our own surveys, there are 3 top priorities, and I have added a 4th that would have come out of those, and you can look at them. I want to call it, they say crime and violence, but I want to call it safety and security. Safety and security has occupied the very top of my priority list. Unemployment, which is an issue that we will address through education